Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will learn more about Python strings. So let's start. Now let's take first variable str1 is equals to everything about Python. So as you see, I have stored this string everything about Python inside variable str1 or string 1. Now, what is the meaning of string in Python? See, a string is a sequence of characters. As you see here, it is a sequence of characters that can be a combination of letters, numbers, and special symbols enclosed within quotation mark. If you see, these are the quotation marks. Okay. This is called as a string, and these quotation marks are either single, that is also accepted in Python, double, or triple. Right? These codes are not a part of the string. They only define the starting and the ending of the string. So at starting point and ending points we use these codes, either single, double, or triple, so which represent the starting and the ending of the string. So if I execute this code, if I am printing this print string 1, and if I press F5, so it will print this output as everything about Python. Similarly, if you replace this with single code, again it will do the same output. If I execute it, so everything about Python, or with triple quotes, here also you can write, so execute everything about Python. But in this string, if I want to show Python separately, like for example, if I write here inside this double quotes, okay, and now if I execute this code, so still it is showing, see, everything about Python. So Python is in double quotes. So we can represent a specific character or a word separately also, but in that case we need to use different quotation outside. Now here we are using triple quotes, here also for the closing and ending, but inside we are using double quotes. But if we use double quotes at beginning of the string and at the ending, and to represent Python separately, then it will generate an error. If I execute this code, see, it will generate an error that file string python string.py line number 1 string 1 everything about Python. So it will show error here. It is showing that it is invalid syntax, because interpreter or Python do not understand what is the meaning of this double quotes, because we are starting string at here and it is ending at this point. Now again we are using two double quotes here, so it will generate an error. So how to resolve this problem? We can use single quotes at beginning or triple quotes and at the ending also. So it will become a string starting of the string and ending of the string with a single quote, and with the help of double quotes we can represent a specific character or word. So now it will not show any error. Now if we execute, it will show everything about Python, and it is in double quotes separately. Now let's take another example. Let's for example, I want to send an email, or how to use Python for web. So I want to send an email. Okay, so I will use triple quote here. For example, let's see, string1 str1 is equals to, now as you see, I'll use triple quote, and here I'll write hi Deepak, then let's enter here. Here is our first email to you, say for example, and then write thank you. Here we can write thank you, and then for example HR team. Press enter, triple quote, close. Now if you see, this is used for web, or let's say for example how it is represented in the email format. So string variable str1 is a variable inside which I have stored this complete string. Now starting with triple quotes and ending with triple quotes here. So this will become one complete string that I have stored inside str1 variable. Now let's print this variable str1. Now if I execute this code, you see the output here. Hi Deepak, here is our first email to you, thank you HR team. So this will become the complete string now. So in that way also we can use a string in Python programming, like how to send an email, how to represent it in the email format. So we can represent complete string. So here we can use triple quote, double quotes or single quote also. Now let's start the next concept of string in Python, that is string indexing. Let's understand this concept with the help of practical example. What is string indexing and why it is used? Again, one variable str1 is equals to hello world. Now if you see, I have stored hello world. This is a complete string. I have stored this string inside this variable str1. Now each character of this string, if you see, all the alphabets are present here. So each alphabet or a character in a string has an index value, right, in the memory, in the computer memory when it is stored. So each and every character present in this complete string, including the space, has the index value, and by using that index value we can access these characters. The indexing of the string starts from left to right, that is 0. The first character has index 0, then 1, then 2, and continue. Also the indexing starts from right to left, and indexing starts with -1, that is -1, -2, -3, -1, so on. Let's take an example here. This is an example how an string is mapped in the computer's memory. Now like we have taken an example here and we have stored hello world. This is a string which we have stored inside this variable str1. So how this indexing happen inside the computer memory? See the positive indexing and negative indexing. Like indexing, we can access these element from left to right. So indexing can be done from left to right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or from right to left. In that case indexing start with -1. So first alphabet, that is H, has index 0. So if I want to access this character, so the location of this character in the memory is 0. With the help of this index we can access this character. Second character is E, that has index 1, then 2, 3, 4, and this space here, it also occupies memory. Okay, so it also has index, that is 5. Similarly, if we want to access characters from right to left, so indexing starts with -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. So this is how the string is stored in the computer memory. It is mapped in the computer memory, and how indexing happened. How we can use indexing to access particular character or a specific character from the string. Let's see this practically. So as we have taken this string and we have seen how indexing can be done in the computer's memory. So if I print any specific value, print, then variable name, that is string 1, then inside square bracket if I write 0, and then if I execute this code, so what happens, it will print the character or alphabet present at this location in this variable. This complete string is stored inside this variable, right? Now in the computer memory there is an indexing. Now in this string, that means the complete string hello world, the alphabet or character present at 0 location. So it will print that character on the screen. Now let's see, when I execute this code, if I press F5, it will print H here. Why? Because here the H is present at 0 location, right? Like we have seen, if we write the indexing of the characters, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on continuously. So H is present at 0 location, E is present at first location, then L is present second, like we have seen already. So these are the index position. With the help of these indexes, with the help of these locations, we can access these characters one by one. Similarly, if I write 1 here, let's see, if I write 1 and execute this code, so it will print E, because the indexing, the location of E in the memory is 1. It is present at first location or 1 location, right? Similarly, if I type 7 here and execute this code, so 0 or O is representing here. Why? Because see, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because space also counted, space also occupies space in the memory, and then 6 and then 7. So O is present at 7th location, so that's why the output will be shown on the screen. Similarly, if you write 2 here, or it's a -2, so what will be the output? See, like we have already discussed, indexing can be done from left to right, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or from right to left, so -1, -2, so -2, that is L. So if I execute this code, it will show L here, that is the output. Okay. If we pass range here inside print statement, if we write, instead of giving individual index, if we write 0:4, that means the extraction starts from this index, that is from 0, and it goes till 4th location. So it will extract the character present at 0 location. The indexing starts from 0, so the character that has 0 index, 0, 1, 2 and 3, so till 4th it will go. 4th index will not include it. Remember, in the strings, whenever we mention the range to extract the characters, so it will returns all the characters till the higher value -1, so 4 -1, that is till 3rd index. So it returns all the characters from 0, 1, 2 and 3, but it does not include 4, or the higher limit it will not include. Let's execute this code and see the result. HELL, so HELL. Why? Because we have given here 0:4. If we write 0 and 5, then it will present the output 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, 5 are not included. Execute this code, so it will present hello on the screen. Similarly, if we don't mention the ending index, if we write print variable name and we have written the starting value only, if we pass only the starting index, so Python assume the starting index equals to the length of the string. Now, if the length of the string, it contains 11 characters, for example, it contains 11, so here it will assume that it is the 11 starting, so it will extract all the characters present in the string starting from 0. Let's see, hello world. So starting from 0 till end, because we have not mentioned here what is the ending index, so Python assumes the length of the string. Similarly, if I write here 1, so extraction starts from index 1 till end. See the result, ELLO. Why? Because index 1 will start from index 1 till end, that is ELLO and world. Similarly, if we don't mention the starting and give only the ending, so again, like earlier, we have given starting and not mention the ending. So Python assumes the ending index as the length of the string. Similarly here, if you don't mention the starting index and give only ending, so here also Python assumes it is the zero index, that means from the beginning of the string. So let's execute this part. It will show hello. Why? Because Python assuming if you have not given the starting index, so Python assuming that you need the characters from index 0. So 0 index, that is HELLO, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because higher value is not included. So from 0 to 4. Also, if we don't mention starting as well as ending, if we don't pass starting index and ending index, then it will assume, again Python will assume that you want the complete string. That means starting from 0 till the length, till the ending. That means starting from 0 to the last value. So if I execute, we have not mentioned any index position here, and execute this code, so it will represent the, it will print complete string, that is hello world. Right? It will return the entire string, or we can say that it will return the copy of the original string. Like we have seen, it is returning the complete copy of the string that we have stored inside this variable. Also, if we create the copy of this, let's say for example, if I write, if we take another variable str2 is equals to str1 and the square bracket, if we don't pass any value, and here if we print str2 second variable, then what will be the output? It will present, see, here it is stored, complete string is stored inside string 1, and we have created another variable, we have taken another variable str2 where we have stored str1 without passing any index. Starting index is not mentioned, ending is not mentioned. So the copy of this complete string is stored inside string 2 also, and when you print string 2, so complete string gets printed on the screen. I execute this code, so hello world. So this is how we can extract a specific character or word from the string using the index value, or complete string also by creating its copy without mentioning the starting and ending index value. Now let's see another example. This first variable we have already taken. Now if we are printing, given range as print variable name and 1 colon minus 1. So what will be the output? See, if we print that in this variable, whatever the string is stored inside this variable, so start with 1 index and end at minus 1. So what will be the output? Let's execute this code. If I execute this, so it will display the output as ELLOWORL. And why? So like we have already discussed, in Python only, this concept is present in Python only, concept of negative indexing. That indexing can be done from left to right, that is positive indexing, and right to left, concept of negative indexing. So if you are talking about right to left, so indexing starts with minus 1. So minus 1, then minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, and so on. So if we are extracting the character starting from 1, so let's see, this character has index 0, this has 1. So starting with 1 and higher value will not included. Okay, so it will go till L, that is ELLOWORL. Similarly, if you write 1 comma minus 2, then see what will the output? Present ELLO and WOR. Again minus 1 and minus 2. So minus 2 will not included, it will go till WOR. Here if we write 0 colon minus 2, so what will be the output? See, the extraction starts from 0 index and higher value minus 1. So higher value, that is minus 2, and minus 1, that is minus 3. So till minus 3, that means starting from 0 index till minus 3. So let's execute. If I press F5, it will show this hello. WOR, that is -1, -2 and -3. So till here it will extract all the characters.